All right. I think I've tried to start shooting this video maybe like 4 times already. Hey, how's it going? My name's Ryan. Welcome to Crosswatcher. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. Me and Angel have a very special read here. There's a birthday involved, okay? There's lots of numbers, and I've been pulling the energies. And I want to take my time before I start pulling more. I'll show you some of these cards, and then we'll start pulling some tarot. But yeah, this is going to be a very regular tarot read versus my normal kind of like education style. Okay. But I guess, there's a time for change in everybody's life, and that's pretty much what this reading is about. So I have some very specific information. The color blue is very important here. This is a color of communication, connectivity, coming together, realization, rationalization, seeing a bigger picture, seeing a stacked reality as it is, and then reality as it could be, okay? In an alchemy that is both reflective in our internal growth and the growth we see in our physical reality, in our outside world, our outside perception. So, a lot of details can be mixed and matched with your personal story, but I have some very specific details. We have feminine and masculine energy, and both are growing in this time. We have Aries energy, we have Libra, we have Taurus, we have Capricorn. We've got Venus retrograde or Venus moon, or moon and Venus, or something having to do with the moon and Venus in Capricorn. Sorry, I'm trailing off a little bit. Let me get back to the information I already got. I don't write things down. It's all intuitive. So we have a simple gift. Okay, so we have someone's personal development. This is the feminine energy. We have the masculine energy who's also developing. We have a younger masculine energy. I was just about to pull the read on how old you are. But we have a 12-year-old boy, and we have a gift, a simple gift, a toy. Like the idea is a toy, or maybe the idea is better off being a toy. It's kind of like what she's saying. I have a Walmart shopping excursion. I think this is for the future. Maybe this has already happened. We got aisle J, and I'm pretty sure at Walmart, the J aisles, I think that's where the toys are, and they keep all these toys in locked cases. And I believe Legos came up for some, but I don't want to peg you into that. Maybe that is the idea. Maybe that's a better idea. The gift has blue. I see a border around the box. It's blue. Okay, it's in a case, and I see you looking back and forth like trying to find help, but laughing. Obviously this is a funny synchronicity. Other numbers. Okay, so 333 came up. Maybe we'll get back to that. So 333 came up. We got 12. We've got the reverse of that. We got 21. So we got 12, 21. We've got the numbers 21 through 25. Okay. We've got I'm shooting this video in the middle of March. So we're talking March birthday. We're talking April birthday, but this could also apply to any of the information correlated with the numbers on any month of your birthday. Your birthday lands on. Maybe you are the person that this gift is going to come to. But let's go back to the energy. So the first thing that came up was, so we got Leo energy coming up first. Strength, okay? But then, so right under that is the Magician. So we got Strength and the Magician. Okay, so this is an extremely crucial turning point, right? Okay, and then we have High Priestess coming out for your energy, trying to figure out a solution for both causes. Trying to figure out a medium. And so for the masculine energy, what we got is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Masculine energy off of the my apologies. This is the Knights Templar Tarot, and so in reverse. So this is both a feeling of being dragged, but then also a splitting of decisions, influences, communications coming in and out, development of a young man's mind. You know, and if you're an older man watching this and you find these details applying to you, or you're the father in some way to this masculine energy, just try to see how this reflects on you. So we got the number 10 in an energy, wands, with this depiction of this knight. See, in the upright, he's being dragged by a horse, being dragged away, but when you reverse it, it sort of looks like he's being dragged down underwater. So we got Pisces energy, we've got air energy, we've got the Libra, we got Aquarius energy is always watching. And so what the 10 in this energy represents is a coming into being, an alchemy coming into being of bridged realities in the perception. You or this masculine energy starting to see the way things were and the way things could be if it keeps going that way. And then there is the other route, the future route. You know, what will change me? What will change me so that the outside world reflects my vision? Okay, so we have a vision involved here. So your story is intertwined with this story. Huge, huge turning point development. Saturn and Venus. We have Mercury retrograde, which might, you know, incorporate into maybe even some of the things happening around that are not or not happening, lack of happening. See under that. Oh, we have the moon in reverse. Okay, so this is definitely a coming to realization this time. We've got Virgo energy, Scorpio energy. Virgo, I believe, is about to have an eclipse. The eclipse in Virgo. I don't look these things up. Okay, I just go off of my intuition and what my spirit guide tells me. And if the information gets mixed up when I speak it into reality, it's for somebody's benefit. That I know. So let me just move these Libra, Taurus, and Capricorn aside just for a second. Okay, so just for a second, because what we have is your development here. Now, I didn't look up some of this stuff, but the fact that Binah, excuse me, let me just pull this out. Binah, and I believe Shakma came out. So these, maybe you can relate with the topics of these energy centers for the Tree of Life, the Kabbalic principles for energy healing, energy expansion. So all this is relative, Binah in Sephiroth. And then we have, one second, in the present time, we have Shakma. Yeah, I was going to say that. I didn't even look at it, but I knew it was Shakma and Sephiroth. Okay, so these are all particularly important, but we're not going to get into those details. This just means in the present time that there is a serious attention, spirit has a serious attention to detail as far as your alchemy and your development. Now we're going to get into the details of that. So let me put these in the right place. Saturn was there. In the current time, Saturn is waiting for a test, and Taurus energy, which is the beautification, is standing in present time, crossing two paths, is headed in the area of beautification, but then is also sort of trying to, this beautification principle is also trying to detach from future outcomes. Okay, future outcomes to bring together a result in family dynamic. Okay, all right. So you are currently experiencing, a personal, very intimate expansion in your Kundalini or higher dimensional sexual energy. Okay, and so it's a very personal turning point for you. Okay, now I haven't pulled, like I said, I haven't pulled the energy on how old you are. I've only pulled like the male, ages, and so I got 12 all the way up to 25 in this reading. So I'm not gonna pry. Okay, so but I assume you are definitely still young, definitely young spirited. We got the ha she. We've got in the shadow. We have we have the crown chakra. I'm not going to lift all these up. We have crown chakra, and in your future we have your, excuse me, your solar plexus. Yep, solar plexus chakra. So that's your ambition, moving forward and closer to your family ties. Capricorn, a sign of family structure, stable. And we have the Eye of Ra in the future, saying that you see what I'm talking about. You might have an X on your left hand. If you do have an X on your left hand, then this message is definitely for you. And so you are a person of great vision, seeing things both in the forward and reverse. So we got the Han Sha Ze Shonen. This is also a Reiki healing practice, and I actually want to pull that one because this one's going to be specific to Spirit's message, Angel's message in your development. Here we go. I don't know if I've ever read it on camera, but it pops up a lot. These Kundalinis pop, or the Kundalini, not the Kundalini, excuse me, the Reiki symbols, they pop up a lot when I read for the collective. Han Shaze Shonen. The symbol, try to make it available, try to make it stable. The symbol given during Reiki 2. Ooh, okay, Reiki 2. All right, so right now you are in a very heightened, developed spiritual stage of your awakening. Heightened sense, very heightened, leading up to an apex, she's telling me, an apex of understanding, an apex of communication, and extension of your power. Given during Reiki 2 is referred to as the distance healing symbol and is the third traditional symbol in Reiki. Han Shaze Shonen means roughly, may the Buddha in me connect to the Buddha in you to promote harmony and peace. It possesses the ability to travel not simply over physical distance with its healing energy, but also throughout time and space. When Hashaze Shonen appears in your reading, the situation you are inquiring about may be blocked or hindered due to a past issue, trauma, or pain. Invoke the Reiki energies of this distance healing symbol through chanting it, drawing it, or visualizing it, and asking it to heal the root of the situation. Oh, we got root now. This card asks you to examine the true underlying cause of friction. So what's going on with the friction? This requires looking past the surface and the superficial. It requires digging through the multiple layers of the situation in order to determine its root cause and, in turn, help to heal and resolve it. Now, when I was 12, as a young man, I was going through my own spiritual awakening, and synchronicity met up with me in the form of people who understood all of this, understood this practice, not tarot, but understood the practice of integration and alchemy in general. So my heightened sense of awareness was already up there as a 12-year-old boy. And so the relationship with my mom started to split. Because mom didn't want to, she wanted to be proud of me, as a mother is, as a mother always is, and that's great. And I knew that, I felt that because I was an empath. And I tried my hardest to just be neutral with her all the time, which is what my instructors taught me in martial arts as a 12-year-old and teaching martial arts. So, but no matter what, Mom always defaulted into that past perspective of me. She wanted to be proud of me, but as long as that reflected, on the things that she wanted to be proud of, which is a mirror for everybody across the planet. Is a mirror when you're in that state of mind, in the lower sense of consciousness, where everything is a reward. That's just ego, that's insecurities, in its multidimensional facets. And so we want to make sure, I think I shot a video the other day where, expansion's been coming up a lot. Expansion is just like in my DNA, to expand consciously. So you have to remember that even when a child is reflecting the need to retreat into self, the retreat to ways that more or less involve the ego, stimulating the ego, satisfying the ego, there's that split that is trying to do the opposite. It's also trying to reach for something higher. Okay, so your boy is reaching for something higher. All right. And I don't see the devil coming out in these cards or nothing, so I don't see any addictions, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that, just heads up, every young man, excuse me, let me back that up. Every person on this earth has addiction. Okay? So the number 333 comes up. And what did I post? I posted about the number 3 is the number of our collective, it reflects our collective addiction. Being here, attached to this world, even in all the joys, it's always just an addiction to be here, even if you're assuming the role of teaching people how to do whatever they want in their life. They should leave this life if they feel like it. But the truth is we're here because we love it. We love each other. That's the real truth of why we're here. A parent can relate with that. Where was I going? Where are we going? Blatant satisfaction of self is an extension of that reflection of a higher reaching of order and purpose and strength. And you want to be protective. The sigil of Avalon came out, and this is protection. So that's what it's going to symbolize. We're not going to get into no details about that, but there's a 5 in there. There's a V. Okay. Also, J came out. K, T, S, R. What else came out? A. I already said S. M. Matt, Mike. Matt and Mike came out. Heidi, Sadie, Kelly, Kate, Diana. All right, let's see. Let's pull. All right, so sorry, I'm getting a little confused here. All right, so we know we want to pull I gotta check the time. I'm sorry, I gotta check. There's no edits on my videos. It's a coffee hour. Hang on a second. What do we got? We got 18 minutes. Okay, so we do got time. All right. We got time. Yeah, young man's development. I was trying to be very patient with my mom. My mom was very emotional. And you're probably not like that. I mean, let me back up. You're probably not freak people out in public emotional. So maybe you are like that. I don't, leave me a comment down below. But yeah, don't be freak people out in public emotional. Okay, we don't want to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is already shuffled. Let me just I don't do poppers with her. She don't like that. Okay, so what we got? Let me just put these down. All right. So after this, we're going to talk a little bit about continuity. We're going to talk a little about connectivity. But maybe continuity is specific. Continuity. Ooh, I'm mixing up words. I'm mixing up words and meanings. I don't want to get too heavy into that. Okay, so we got a 21. We got the world. Okay, so that's your first one. So maybe there's a gift of travel, or maybe this this gift, because don't forget, we got a gift going on here. We're trying to figure out what we're buying, or what the energy is in this gift. So to convey a new sense of purpose, to communicate a new sense of purpose, but to also to express, not to express insecurity, to express vulnerability, but with confidence. Okay, we got the world above that. We got number 20. We got judgment coming out. Judgment coming out in your center. Okay, so this is a huge turning point with major arcana coming up. Hang on a second. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, okay. Cold times reflecting the tired way you feel. But solutions pending, new stacked reality, or excuse me, abridged reality forming right now in the present time, being guided by your divine, being guided by your spirit team, being guided by your angels, being guided by angel. What else do we got? We got 2120. Wow. 2120, and then we got the five of pentacles, right? So a feeling, so crossing, hang on a second, let me put down 2 more cards here face down before we look at those. So we got the world diagonal to the 5 of pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, this is gonna take some effort, because we got the lovers in reverse at the bottom. So you got the world and you got this 5 of pentacles in reverse, and so that's kind of, yeah, so it's mirroring how this test, don't forget Saturn's in this one. Saturn always stands guard with a test for you. Okay, depending on the astrology, you can probably pinpoint exactly where this test is going to be. And how the reason why you're changing your idea of the gift is because you can't find it, but you can't find it for a reason. The gift that you wanted to give, whatever gift you wanted to give, maybe it was a book, I don't know. It could have been a book, it could have been a musical instrument. That could have been the idea you were thinking in the present you wanted to do, but you could be finding that the gift that is more applicable to this masculine energy is more of a gift that will take them somewhere in their creative potential, in their strength. And so that strength mirrors your strength. And so what we have here in the future is we have the Tower in reverse, and we have the Sun in reverse. Okay? Major arcana. So a major realization, but easing. And then you got the anti-gravity. You have anti-gravity with temperance. So having temperance is involved, even though it hasn't come out. But you also have a sense of anti-gravity with the Tower in reverse. Okay? These are major ideas that are, major conflicts, major illusions, they're telling me, that are successfully diverted or successfully seen before they cause any chaos. And that is, that is the formula for predicting the future, is knowing that 2 realities present themselves in every moment, and you should be able to resonate and perceive exactly which one will come into fruition into your physical reality. Okay? And we should be able to see these things in the backwards and reverse. And maybe if you do have an X on your left hand like I do, maybe you do see these things in the backwards and reverse. We've got the Page of Swords looking back, saying, let's find out what's going on with the connectivity. Okay, this is pre-shuffled, but let's, just for the sake. All right, what do we got? Do a quick read on this connectivity. We're going to do 3 cards. All right, and I might have to read these. Oh, what we got at the bottom? Oh, we got Empress energy at the bottom. So now we got a 3. And what was the first thing I said? The 3. Empress energy. The hen of the woods. These are mushroom cards. You're probably not going to be able to see them. It's very dark, and they're very blurry, but they read like the tarot. So we got the Empress energy at the bottom. So yeah, definitely this is a matter of securing your future in your son's eyes. 4 of Pentacles, the king oyster. 4 of Pentacles and the Chariot. The Chariot, which is major arcana coming out. Conifer cone cap. Conifer cone cap. So maybe someone in here does have a thing with mushrooms. Maybe this, or this, the fact that I'm using this mushroom tarot deck is significant. The fact that the subject of mushrooms is coming up. I got this in Santa Cruz. Purple Lucaria. Knight of Cups. So yeah, now I got a name starting with L. Maybe Lucaria? Knight of Cups. So, okay, so we've got, let's do this. Magic. This is called Midnight Magic. I know I've seen this on tarot reads before, this deck, just in passing. I don't fill my head with a lot of information, and I don't go around watching every tarot reader, but that sucks because I love to watch some of my favorite tarot readers, but I have to kind of give up that addiction because I am a tarot reader. And even though I don't take a lot of notes and I don't fill my head with a lot of archetypal information and astrological information, I'm just intuitive. And it's just sort of my spin on things. And, you know, I get to know the game as I go. My expertise is integration, mind integration, and predicting the future and manifestation. All right, so we have 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles. Oh, nope, that's not Pentacles. Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah. All right, what we got? 4 of Pentacles, which is that the King Oyster, upright. A death grip on important possessions can cause you to hunker down or bind you to a fixed spot. Here, insecurity flourishes. Release any desire to hoard. Protect your things in healthier ways. Oh, okay. So we got the energy of security, insecurity, and hoarding. Oh, okay. So there's some sort of idea, and that is right on top of the Page of Swords and the World. So yeah, maybe you need to take a step back. Okay, take a step back. Take a bigger look at the picture on this. How this intention, this gift that was supposed to serve 2 purposes or multi-purposes, how it reflects on the giving and receiving aspect of life, that reflective nature of life. You know, who are you giving to? How do you see this person in the future, in their development? And then we have the Chariot, and then the Knight of Cups, and we'll end it with that. Okay, so we've also got, let's see, the numbers 4, 7, and then the Knight of Cups. 4 and 7, 47. All right. Here we go. The Chariot in the upright in this deck, forward movement, progress, determination. This card is an empowering sign to take immediate action. And okay, so we already know all that. So this is probably what's going to be relevant. Let's read this. Conifer cone cup. The conifer cone cup lives on dropped pine cones that tumble unrestrained across the forest floor. reminiscent of the movement and determination represented by the Chariot card. The conifer cone cup is resolute and determined. All right, it survives by hanging on to an unsteady and unusual food source. Okay, yeah, so no matter what, it's going to take a little bit of detachment. A little bit of detachment, because it's not going to have, you can't have expectations, it's not going to have the outcome you're going to want. And so we'll end on the Knight of Cups, but I think you can see that coming, that your part of your test is accepting how this transitional phase is moving you into this mirrored reflection of understanding, embodiment of the understanding for the first time, that it's okay, that it's perfectly all right. It's just how we develop as young men, and just to be there and be happy and smile. Don't be overprotective, or like I was saying in the beginning, reflecting the insecurities. 1 second. Just be aware of how your insecurities reflect on the outside world as you try to keep this connection. And in the very important, this is very relative to the very important personal development, intimate development that you are experiencing right now. Okay, so be very, very kind with yourself. Make sure that the kindness you're reflecting to your own personal situation reflects the kindness that you're showing to other people. Passerbys, she's telling me, Angel's telling me, passerbys. That could be anybody. It could be, your son's friends. Knight of Cups. Purple Lucaria. It's a beautiful name. Upright is compassion, altruism, and charm. Yeah, see? This card represents someone's tempered charm. Proceed with grace and maintain a cool and collected mind. Allow calm wisdom to guide your emotions while taking on this task. And so you'll be tested in that. That's what's going to happen. You'll be tested and you'll see it. That's what I for some people's cases, it's going to be pretty extreme. If it's going to be pretty blunt to the head, type of realization, like, oh my gosh, my son's dealing with this, son's dealing with that, but the fact that you are aware of it, that you are consciously aware, that is the first step. Okay? You don't need to question whether or not you're making or going to make the right decision, because it's not always in your hands. See? Keep a cool head, and regardless if you're buying Legos or a trip to New York or something like that, Texas. I don't know why those are coming up. Maybe it's relevant. Wherever this expansive energy, is taking you, you'll find a way to interpret this gift as a reflection of this bond, that will always be unbreakable, regardless of healing, regardless of hurt, regardless of time and space. My name's Ryan, and you've been watching Crosswatcher. Appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you all on the next one.